everyone, welcome back to my channel. Please excuse my haggard face. I just ran around like crazy doing a bunch of chores, so I am currently sweltering because I had refused to turn on the air conditioner just yet, and I am tired and probably out of breath a little bit, but I really wanted to record this video for you because I actually went to a Urban Decay Master Class this weekend at Ulta, and I picked up several products that I'm excited to talk to you about, or that I'm excited to talk with you about, not to you, and I found several products I didn't like out of their new line, so I just want to go over that a little bit and do like a little mini review. So Ulta does events every once in a while. This time it was Urban Decay, and it cost $85 to attend the master class, but they put that money on a gift card, so you actually got it back to spend in store. So I was okay with that, and they actually taught you, some basics on how to use their products, and we got to try out a full line of from skincare all the way to makeup. So it was really awesome. So I'm sure most of you know, if you're Urban Decay fans, they just launched a line of skincare. We got to try their exfoliant, which is called the Urban Decay Rehab Makeup Prep Pretty Gritty Skin Polish. So that was the first step that we got to try, and I purchased it because I loved it so much. So this is actually a powder that you it's a dry powder. You put it however much you want in your hand. It's very, it's gritty and yet soft at the same time, and then you put water in it, stir it around, it foams up a little bit, and then you apply it to your face and exfoliate. And you add less water if you want it to be more coarse, and you add more water if you want it to be softer. For someone like me who has very sensitive skin, and I can't use a lot of manual exfoliation without making the irritation worse, I found this was actually really soft on my skin. It did not irritate it as much as other exfoliants, which is why I bought it, because it was amazing and it worked. That's the best part. It really worked. It didn't feel scratchy. Granted, I did use more water than some of the other girls that were there because I wanted it to be so gentle, but I was so surprised. I'm like, I even said, I'm the ultimate test here. My nose is always peeling and flaky because of my rosacea. So if this stuff can make my nose smooth and for my foundation, then it's worth it. And sure enough, it was. I was super excited to get this. Now, I don't remember the exact prices of what I spent on these, so I will actually put that down in the description below, where I will link all of these products as well. The next product we got to try, I did not purchase this one. They call it like a refreshing spray. It's like a prep before you moisturize. There are two kinds that we got to try. One is called the B6 Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Priming Spray, and the other is the Hydra Charge Complexion Prep Priming Spray, also called the Quick Fix. I think they actually called it Quickie, which was kind of fun. I mean, it's Urban Decay. But anyway, so the B6 was supposed to be great for sensitive skin. It was supposed to have things in there to help with reducing redness. However, they also put an astringent in there, which is a known trigger for rosacea. But I went ahead and tried that one. It's not good. If you have sensitive skin like I do, or you have rosacea, I would recommend staying away from this product. I don't know the ingredients that are in it, but I went ahead and tried it because I was there, and it was just instant stinging and burning in my cheeks and my nose, which is where I have my rosacea. It was not good at all. I do not recommend that product if you have that sensitive skin. However, the other girls that tried it, they really liked it. So if you don't have sensitive skin and you're not prone to having any sort of reaction like that, then by all means go for it, because they were telling me that it was really great and it left their skin feeling soft and a little plumped. Same thing with the Quick Fix, which is supposed to have more hydration in it. From what I understand. I didn't touch that one because they said that if you have sensitive skin, not to use it. So I passed on those. So yeah, I don't recommend going for those. Yeah, it's neat to have a little mist, but I really like my Mario Badescu Rosewater Mist. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but it's amazing. I'll link it down in the description below in case you're interested in that. But that is super hydrating. Smells wonderful, absolutely wonderful, and it just makes your skin feel so soft, and you can spray it over your makeup, which I haven't done yet, but they say it's great. So I'd rather go for that one, which doesn't irritate my skin, and then try this one. Also, it's significantly cheaper. The Mario one is only like 12 bucks for a big old bottle. So yeah, so that whole step not a fan. Okay, and then we followed that up with this Urban Decay Rehab Makeup Prep Hot Springs Hydrating Gel. Supposedly it's made from hot springs from like Asia or something. It's supposed to essentially go from a gel to water once it touches your skin. Let me tell you, this stuff is amazing. Absolutely amazing. It just, when I put that on the stinging skin on my face, it just cooled it and calmed it instantly. I was so surprised. It was also very hydrating. It just felt wonderful on my skin, and I didn't get any sort of irritation. It actually helped reduce the redness in my face, which was amazing for a product to do. I did not pick it up because I have so many moisturizers already, and I wanted to get some other products instead, but that's definitely on my list to try for my morning skincare routine once I run out, which I am getting low on my moisturizing gel that I already use. But I'm really excited to try that one. I don't know about the benefits, how well it's going to hydrate over time, if it's going to heal my skin, help with the dryness that I often have. I don't know that because it usually takes about a month of using a product before you really see results like that. But upon first impression, super impressed by that, like really excited for it, and I cannot wait to go out and try it because I often get irritated in my cheeks after cleansing, especially after exfoliating, and to have a product that just takes that away would be amazing. So then after that we actually used a primer. Did we use a primer? We did use a primer, yes. So after that we used a primer. I used one specifically for, they said it was for redness. It's actually one of the items that I purchased. This is the Urban Decay Self-Adjusting Complexion Primer. Now they do have 4 different ones to address different skin concerns. There's one for oily skin, there's one for redness or dark spots, which is this one, and then there's one that just has SPF in it, and there's one I believe that's like super hydrating, if I remember correctly. They recommended this one for me because I have redness in my cheeks and nose that I'm always trying to cover up, and it has adapting pigments in this that's supposed to adjust with your the heat of your body and change color to sort of match your skin, if that makes sense. And it does change color. I watched it in my hands change. Mine doesn't get very dark at all. It stays pretty light, almost too light, but I really liked what it did because I was able to actually take this product, put it all over my face. I was trying it out, and I went over with a second layer in the redness, and just this alone helped to hide that redness, and that's really nice. And actually the makeup artist was saying I could wear this alone if I didn't want to do a full face of makeup. I don't think it's strong enough to wear alone, not for the level of redness I have, which really isn't. I'd say I have moderate redness on my face most of the time. So if you are just lightly red, this could work for you alone, but I'd say if you're more than that, it's not going to work alone, but it does help, which I really liked. It also is supposed to have a blurring effect, which I noticed, like, I do have some fine lines starting on my forehead. I know. I'm not ready for the fine lines yet, but this did help hide them once I put my foundation on. And it did help my foundation to stay in place longer than it normally would, but I don't know yet. I'm not so certain on whether or not this primer is a good primer. I don't use a lot of primers, but I have used some decent ones that lasted, and this one I'm feeling might just be mediocre when it comes to making your makeup last longer, but I've only had it for about a week now, well actually less than a week, so I'm going to keep trying it and see how I feel about it and kind of give a final thought on this. It'll probably wind up in my fails or faves or as an honorable mention in that video later this month. So, but I did purchase that because at the time I guess I was impressed enough with it and how it helped my redness. After the primer we used some color correcting liquids, which I'm told are some of the best on the market. I don't color correct, it's just another step. I put so many products on my face already with my skincare. I don't like to add a lot of stuff on top of my skincare, which is why I don't usually prime or use a primer. Is prime a verb? I don't usually use a primer, but so we did that because I was definitely having more redness. I think I was actually a little sunburnt, and I used the green one for the red. It is super green, let me tell you. A little of that goes a long way, and I've never used it before, so the makeup artist had to help me with it because I was looking kind of like an alien. It was so bad, but she did smooth that, and it did help, but I don't really have anything to compare that to, whether or not it's good or not. But I have heard from other YouTubers that their color correcting fluids are just some of the best on the market. So moving on from that, we then did our foundation, actually. They gave me the Naked Skin foundation, which is Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup, as it says on the site. It's supposed to be kind of like a super hydrating light to medium coverage that's buildable. They put me in the second to lightest shade. The shade matched my skin beautifully. It was absolutely gorgeous, but I don't like that foundation. I really don't. I remember using it in a sample once and it just does not go on my skin smoothly, and I felt like with the primer, I don't know what was going on. So I put it on and we were using brushes and I got a layer on, but it was light coverage, so I wanted to build it, and they told me it was buildable coverage, so I tried to build it up around my nose and my cheeks like I do my other foundations, and it pulled it off, and then it pulled the primer off. I could see it coming off, everything, just in layers, and it just did not work. And then we kept trying to get it to, especially my nose, we kept trying to get it on my skin and to get it to stay, and so they told me like, okay, we'll put it on, let it dry, let's move on to something else, and then come back and try it again. We could not get that makeup to stay on my skin for a second layer. Now, the makeup artist did say that she thinks that maybe because my skin was probably a little sunburned, it was sucking the moisture out of the foundation, which, yeah, I guess maybe that's a possibility. I feel like probably not, because I had so many other products on my skin that I feel like it shouldn't be happening because of that reason. I've also used it before in the past in a few samples that I've had, and I've had the exact same problem happen. So I definitely just am not a fan of the Naked Skin foundation. I really wish it would work because I just finished up my Tarte Reinforced C foundation, which by the way is absolutely amazing. It's my favorite right now, and I'm wanting to try something new because I always try something new. I get really bored with makeup fast. And I was hoping this would work and I'd get to wear it, but no, it didn't. So the hunt is still on, by the way, for more foundation. And I've gone through 3 different brands now trying to find a foundation that works for me. And nothing. So if you have any recommendations for a light to medium buildable coverage foundation, because I'm not that big of a fan of full coverage, let me know down in the comments, because I am running out of options locally and I'm going to have to start going online. Anyway, so after the foundation, we put on our concealer. We just used the Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I've used this before. I'm not a fan. I just don't think it works that well. It gets a little lumpy after a while. It's okay. It's not really worth the $30, but whatever. So then we did that. Not really much to say about it. It's okay. It's not the greatest. It's not the worst. It's okay. Anyway, so they taught us some light contouring, which is something I was really looking forward to because I can never quite figure out where to put cheek products on my face. It's just not something I've used before. My mother didn't really wear makeup. She's handicapped, so she couldn't actually apply it. So I didn't really have a teacher growing up. YouTube didn't exist whenever I started learning how to do makeup when I was younger. And I honestly just haven't put a lot of effort into researching it. So I was really excited to be shown some little tricks and techniques for putting makeup on my face. It was actually funny because they said sucking your cheeks like that, and you can find a line to put your bronzer where it should go, and I guess it works. It looked really nice, I thought, but what we used for that was the Naked Flushed palette, which I actually really liked. I did not pick it up, but I wanted to. I just wound up spending way too much money that day, so I decided to walk away from this. This has your bronzer, blush, and highlight on one. The one that I chose to use was called Streak. It had a bronzer that was really great for fair skin. So if you are a pale princess, I do recommend, if you wanted to try this, trying out Streak, as long as you're not afraid of like a light coral blush, because that is what's in there. But the highlight and the bronzer do work really well with pale skin. So we applied all of that. I was really excited for that palette. I mean, like, it's a great palette, and I do want to buy it, but it's not, it didn't wow me as much as the exfoliant did or the primer did. Like, it just, yeah, I want it. I'll buy it eventually, but I didn't need it that day, especially with the money that I spent. So anyway, so we did that. What else did we do? Oh, then we did brows. Now, we used their brow box, which comes with an eyebrow wax in there for styling, 2 brow colors, has a little mirror, and if you flip out the bottom, it has brushes to apply the makeup. Now, I never do my brows. Again, it was a great experience because I learned how to properly do them, specifically using their product. But she gave me the one honey pot. What's really funny is my eyebrows are super light. I'm sure they wash out quite a bit when I do my videos, which means I should probably do my brows before I record. But it's just really funny because my eyebrows are so light. And my natural hair color is about this color on top. Yes, I dyed my hair. I always dye my hair, but I actually wanted her to match my natural hair color on top whenever I did this look recently. So this is very close. I have naturally dark brown hair. I think she said it was a level 3 or 4, somewhere around there. But it's really dark, and my eyebrows are like not dark at all. And actually the makeup artist commented, she gave me the lightest shade of brow of the brow box that they had called Honey Pot. It's their blonde brow box. I just thought it was really funny. Yeah, and I've had my makeup done professionally before where they did paint on my eyebrows, and they always put me in some sort of blonde product, usually a medium blonde. So, and I'm sure people are like, oh, you must dye your hair. Your hair's probably a lot lighter than this. No, it's not. It's just my brows are weird. I don't know why. But, so yeah. About that though, fun note. So I actually wanted to buy that product, and it's their older version of the brow box. I believe they're releasing a new version. I liked it. I really wanted to buy it. But I remembered seeing on Urban Decay like months ago the brow box being on sale, so I decided to wait and look it up, and I just pulled it up a second ago. It's on sale for $9. $9. If you are wanting an easy, quick product to use for your brows, go to urbandecay.com and pick up the freaking brow box because it's $9. It's originally $30. Like, that's an amazing deal. And if you are one of their rewards members, you get free shipping anyway, free 2-day shipping if I remember correctly. So after I'm done with this video, I'm totally going to pick that up because that's awesome. And I'm glad I didn't buy it when I was at Ulta because I probably would have paid full price for that. But so then after brows, we moved on to the next table to, oh no, we did setting spray. I almost forgot. We used the setting spray. They just released multiple versions of it. I've always been a fan of their setting spray, their all-nighter spray, and that's what I use. I think it's a new formulation, but it's the same thing. Works just as well. It's an amazing product. I've never ever bought it though, because I always get deluxe samples of this setting spray in everything that I buy from them. So I have just a ton of little travel size bottles. I don't need it. So that's one thing that's great about Urban Decay. Sometimes you just keep getting a bunch of products. Like I never had to buy their eyeshadow primer before because I always got deluxe samples until recently because I finally ran out. So that was something I was really looking forward to buying. Anyway, moved on to eyes. The first product we used over in eyes was the primers. We got to test out all of the new primers. I used to have the, actually I still have the tube. I haven't thrown it away yet. This is the eyeshadow primer potion, the old deluxe version. Oh, I dropped it. The old deluxe version. The stuff was amazing, and they reformulated it and came out with a bunch of different finishes, and the one I fell in love with was Sin. This one is, you'll never guess. If I told you there was a line of different shades of gold primers, which one would you think I would pick up? Yes, that's right, rose gold. This one is an amazing rose gold color. It's just a beautiful, beautiful sheen. It works just as well as the original primer potion. You can actually wear it without putting eyeshadow on it because that sheen stays behind, and you can just give like a nice little glow to your eyelids. What's great is it doesn't seem to affect the finish of my eyeshadows. I can still put matte on top of it and my matte stays matte, which is really nice. It does have this doe foot applicator, which I don't use. I actually wind up dipping it in there and then putting it on my finger and applying it. I'm just so used to applying their primer with my finger that I think it's a little weird to use this. I don't know. Maybe I should like dot it on my eyes, and I don't know. But the tube is squeezable, so you can squeeze them out into your finger as well. I just feel like the hole is so big that I wind up squeezing out too much. But nonetheless, their primer potions last forever, so I honestly don't think I'll be buying another one of these for like 6 months or more, even though I use it every day. So I was super excited to pick that one up. And then we moved on to eyeshadow. Okay, so they let us try every eyeshadow that Ulta carries. They don't have After Dark, which was what I really wanted to try. I didn't realize that was Sephora exclusive. So, the makeup artist had this beautiful makeup on. She had this peacock sort of thing going on. It had lime green and teal and dark blue. It was so beautiful. Everyone else at the table wanted to do something natural, and I went, can I do what you're doing? And she said, yeah, and she tossed me a palette that I told myself I would not be buying. I mean, I've swatched it. It's good. The shadows are pigmented. They blend really well, but the colors are great. But I don't know. I just didn't think I'd buy it. I didn't think I'd use it very much. Well, I did buy it after this event. After using it once, my mind was completely changed. So this is the Jean-Michel Basquiiat. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. The Brights palette. First of all, I'm going to throw this out there. I am not a fan of this artist. Pretty much anything modern. I don't enjoy modern, postmodern, which is a time period in the art world. If any of you have studied art history like I have, thank you, 4 years of art school. Yes. So I'm usually not a fan of modern art, and this is no exception. And that's actually one thing that turned me off of this palette. I don't like the packaging. I don't like this at all. I do understand that he is a very popular artist. A lot of his paintings have sold for, I think, several $1 million. Famous artist. It's just not my taste. And I wasn't going to buy it because of that. But then I tried it. And this has got to be the most pigmented palette Urban Decay has ever created. You just need a tiny bit of product to get this bright shade on your eyelids. Like, it goes on as bright as you see it. Like, this is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Amazing quality. Look at that. Look at that pigment. Is that not the most amazing thing? They blend out so flippin' well. Like, I can't even tell you how amazing these eyeshadows are. I think they put all of their best effort into this product. Like, it's amazing. My favorite shades are obviously on this side, which are the ones I swatched for you. Exu, Boom, and Untitled. My favorite is Boom, the teal. I am in love with teal for some reason. Graffiti, this dark green, is amazing. The others I haven't dipped into very much. I did use this pink one. This is the only one. I've used these 4 and this one. So there's 3 still left to try. But the pink one is the one that I dislike the most so far. It actually had a lot more fallout than I was anticipating. These I didn't notice really any fallout at all, so they are amazing. But for some reason this one just did not work for me. You can apply them with a brush easily, but I will tell you, you do need a primer. I have used this without a primer, and it does go on a little splotchy, and you have to build it up to get rid of that splotchiness. But if you use the Urban Decay primer, you won't have that problem. You can just swipe it on so easily. It's just amazing. And I didn't need another eyeshadow palette, but it got me. And there's kind of a little fun gimmick to it. They did put a hanger on the back so that you can hang this on your wall like an actual painting, and it's made of canvas as well. So it's a clever idea. This will not be hanging on my wall. First of all, it's kind of weird to have something this small on your wall. I don't really know where I'd put it. Also, again, not a fan of the others. But I really liked this. And I'm told that the more natural version is actually just as good. But if you want some bright, bold colors to use, they called it an accessory palette because you can't do a full eye look out of it. But if you want something to accent your eyes, do something bold and crazy and wonderful, this is a great palette to start with. And then we used mascara, which was, sorry, I'm looking everything up here because I can't remember the names of everything. Oh, no, we used the lash primer first, called Subversion, which, by the way, is an amazing product. It's supposed to help your lashes grow in longer, I think also thicker, but I noticed that my mascara just, I had such more natural, thicker lashes after using that. So that's another product I'm going to pick up eventually, but it's not something that I needed like right then. And then I use their Perversion Mascara, which I've never been a fan of. It's okay. It's not the best. It's not the worst, but I'd rather do something else. I also have a ton of samples of the Perversion Mascara, so it's like, I don't need to buy it. And then we followed up with a lip product. Now, I was going to wear it today. I was really excited for the lip product, and because that's another one I bought. This is the Vice Liquid Lipstick. It's supposed to last for 24 hours. They say that you can eat, you can drink. This is not going to wear away unless you are eating something maybe that's a little more oily, because oil will pull off your makeup. But I did try this on and I wore it all day, and it did last for a really long time until I ate something greasy and then started wearing away in the middle. But besides that, I actually really liked it, and there was this beautiful color. I believe it was called Tempest, and it's a little more bright than my natural lip color, but it's something I could wear every day, and I was really excited to pick that up. I thought I picked it up, and it turns out that I didn't. This one's called Back Talk. So I went to where Tempest was, and I saw two of them there, and I couldn't see the third one on top, so I grabbed it. I threw it. So anyway, so I grabbed the top one and threw it in my bag without checking that it was the right one. This one is Back Talk. I haven't swatched it. I haven't tried it because honestly, just looking at it, it's too light for me. I'm not a fan of it, so I'm going to go exchange it for the color that I want. But I will tell you, for a liquid lipstick, this is amazing. Oh, it also says waterproof. There you go. But yeah, so I really liked it, and the best part is it's only $18. All other liquid lipsticks seem to be between 20 and 40. 40? That's not, I'd say between 20 and 24. Geez, where did I get 40 from? Anyway, so 18 on the prestige side of Ulta or another makeup store is definitely a lower price. So for the price, this product is awesome. It is comparable to the Kat Von D, definitely, and I haven't yet tried the Stila on, so that's going to be the next one that I need to try. To see how it compares to the Vice. But so far, Vice is my favorite liquid lipstick because of the long wearing, and it doesn't dry out your lips, which is awesome. So anyway, guys, that was my haul and reviews, I guess, of the products that I bought and the products that I tried. Sorry, I feel like this was a really long video, and I've been talking really fast because I am kind of so pumped up with energy. I don't drink soda very often, but I just drank one probably for the first time in months. Pepsi came out with this 1898 recipe of ginger cola, and I love ginger cola. So I think I'm just filled with caffeine right now. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and thanks for putting up with my crazy hyperness today. I'm going to go ahead and go, and I will see you in my next video.